What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a good old look at a new secret rare Digimon. The set is out there now. There are going to be, well, there's going to be at least 2 videos a day over the next few days while I show you all of the new cards, but not just show you them, analyze them, tell you what they're going to do, etc, etc. But we do need to start off today having a little bit of a look at this new secret rare because, well, it's Ancient Greymon, and it's a secret rare, and it looks awesome. Translation today is a combination of the kind of half-translated-ish official site and the lovely folks over at Ensan Gaming. So what we have here is a level 6. It is a secret rare, so nice and shiny and all that. A 12 cost to play normally, which is slightly higher than average. A 5 cost to Digivolve, which is a lot more than average. And, well, a little bit more at least. And 13,000 power, which is more than average. So essentially what we've got here is a level 6, which is expensive, but it's powerful, which makes up for it. Of course, if we put it side by side with the Ancient Garurumon we looked at yesterday, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a little prediction here, even with my limited Digimon lore knowledge, that there's some kind of connection between Ancient Garurumon and Ancient Greymon, and that it's probably not a coincidence, seeing that they have the same stats. Cool. But what does it do? Well, on your turn, for each Digimon in your Digivolution sources, which either has Greymon in its name or is a hybrid type Digimon, you get +1 security attack. Yeah, that is going to get very, very big very, very quickly. Now, of course, Greymon doesn't start too low. You're essentially starting at level 4 here. You're pretty much starting off at level 4. So you can have yourself a level 4 Greymon, and then you can have yourself a level 5 Metal Greymon, as an example. Or a Rise Greymon, which is in this set as well. That would work quite nicely. They would all be options. The point is here that this is awesome. Seriously. Really cool. This, in theory, if done properly, should give you +2 security attack. And that's not quite as high as it sounds. Like, when you first see this card, you're like, oh my goodness, +1 security attack for each Digimon in the evolution sources. That's a hybrid, or, yeah. It sounds way better than it actually ends up being. I mean, in terms of hybrid Digimon, there's no level 3 hybrid Digimon. Your hybrid Digimon are Digimon like Burning Greymon that can evolve from a level 3 Tamer. Well, it evolved from a Tamer as if it was a level 3 Red Digimon. But again, you're talking about a level 4 Burning Greymon, which could just be a regular Greymon. So you're talking best case scenario, you're level 4 and you're level 5, and you've essentially got +2 security attack. And this shouldn't be something that particularly upsets you. +2 security attack is awesome. But it's not quite as high as we've seen. Like, we can do better. I mean, the Metal Greymon, the secret rare from BT1, has already got security attack +2, but just as a level 5. Now, having said that, big problem with that Metal Greymon is the fact that it's only got 9,000 power. And there's plenty of ways that Red can use to boost power. It's one of the things that Red does, but if you played with this card, you will have discovered by now that this can go really well or really badly. If you don't get destroyed by the first 2 security attacks, you take out 3 security cards, the normal one +2, and it's awesome. But there is every possibility that you do get taken out by one of the first 2 and it all goes very wrong. Like any level, well, almost any level 6 will take you out here, etc. Whereas Ancient Greymon here, we're rocking 13,000 power. So it's just not going down. Okay, that's a lie. There are the odd things that will get it. But you're generally talking about the highest level 6s or level 7s. Like, that's what it's going to take to get this one down. So unlike your secret rare Metal Greymon, we really are expecting to take out those free security cards. We would count ourselves as unlucky to not get all three gone, rather than with Metal Greymon, where honestly we are expecting to go down, and we count ourselves as lucky if we do get rid of all three security cards, even though we are starting with security attack +1. Of course, why don't we go a little bit silly here? Because, of course, the Greymon I just showed you, the one from the starter deck, gives security attack +1. So now, all of a sudden, you're up to security attack +3. And that's the hook of this Digimon to start off with, right? That's what we're doing here. We are trying to make sure we go Greymon, Metal Greymon, maybe an Agumon, I don't really know. And then you're up into your level 6 with security attack +3, and things are going rather nicely indeed. That's where you want to go here. It is worth pointing out that the promo Agumon, the one that came out as a box topper, does still have that skill whereby if it evolves into a Digimon with Greymon in its name, it will actually get an extra 2,000 power. So if you are looking for a level 3 Agumon here, you could do an awful lot worse than this one, because then you're 15,000 power, which is, even better again. But there is a second skill here as well. When it is destroyed, you choose a level 4 hybrid Digimon and play it without paying its cost. That's from your hand. And of course, for those that are paying attention to yesterday's video, that is the exact same skill that we did see from Ancient Garurumon. Again, these really are two parallel cards, one for red, one for blue, but they very much are parallels of each other and are very much designed to be. And this just lets you play a Digimon for free. Playing a Digimon for free is awesome. If you're thinking about hybrid Digimon, there are a couple in this particular set. The one you're probably thinking about the most here is Burning Greymon, just because it is a Greymon card that will be an evolution source, so that will then give you the extra security attack by being Burning Greymon, but it won't give you anything else. I much prefer Greymon here as a security source, because it will give you the extra security attack by being a Greymon card, and it has a skill which gives you the extra security attack, which is kind of awesome. But it's not a hybrid Digimon. You want to be playing Burning Greymon as well, just to give yourself a hybrid Digimon that you can play. Plus, on your turn, it gets an extra 3,000 power. So you're talking about a 9,000 power level 4, which is pretty gosh darn high. And if you're playing a 9,000 power level 4 without paying the cost, this is kind of over the top ridiculously awesome, and I become a rather gigantic fan rather quickly. I mean, we've been making parallels to Ancient Garurumon throughout the video. I still prefer Ancient Garurumon because essentially what you do is when you attack, you activate two Digimon either with Garura in their name or that are hybrid type. So you're activating those cards, whereas Ancient Greymon is using those cards to give itself extra security attacks. The thing is, if you give yourself security attack +3, your opponent is going to block you. Now, of course, one of the evolution sources I did suggest here was the Metal Greymon that came around in the starter deck, and that means you will gain free memory if you're blocked. But if you've got security attack +3, you've got a 13,000 power or maybe more Digimon that is expecting to take out 4 security cards. Being blocked and gaining free memory doesn't feel too good, because you're gaining free memory and you're giving up essentially 4 security cards that you would be taking out. So I do prefer Ancient Garurumon here. I do prefer being able to make 2 of my Digimon active. They've both got the same second skill of when they're deleted, play a hybrid from your hand, and they've both got the same stats. And to be clear, they're both phenomenal cards. I'm not saying in any way, shape or form whatsoever that I don't think Ancient Greymon's a good card. I do. I think it's a great card. I just like Ancient Garurumon that little bit more. The fact of the matter is, if you build this correctly, you're going to be sitting there with a security attack +3, 13,000 power Digimon that plays a free Digimon when it gets deleted. It's hard to argue that that's going to be a particularly bad card. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about it. I want to know what your reactions to it are. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.